Hey everybody, happy Thursday.
Hello!
Hope everyone is doing well. We've got our wine here. We'll do another little cheers. This one wasn't as good as last
good.
week.
Wait, let's try it again. That's better.
Hope you all are doing really well. Had great days. I'm Eliz, this is Derek. And you're watching Means to Travel, in case you didn't know. Hope you guys all can hear us as well. And I think Eric Brown, hey, happy Thursday to you. You are going to pour some vodka Red Bull for you. For us, thank you. Cheers to that. Hey,
Rachel, hello, welcome.
Rachel, how's it going? Hey, Lori Sims, great to see you on again.
And you are enjoying a fresh seafood salad. Very cool.
Ooh, yeah, that actually sounds delicious.
Yeah. I made tacos.
I always love seafood salads and seafood pastas. They're like, if I ever see them on a menu, I definitely will order that.
So Joe's Stone Crab and Steakhouse, which they have them in like DC, Chicago. Is there one in Vegas?
I think so.
But the original one's in Miami. But they have an amazing seafood salad. It has like king crab in it. It's delicious.
Yes, awesome.
Crazy expensive, but also very good.
And then Thomas Reiser, howdy do. So he's getting a Gatorade tonight. Very nice. Ryan Donahue, welcome back.
He's having Jack and Coke.
He
Very
is
nice.
usually a beer guy, though. So, taking it up a notch. Respect. Happy Thursday to you, Ryan.
It is a thirsty Thursday.
Yeah. And then Darian, Germany Travel Personal Guide. Welcome.
Hello,
Great
sir.
to see you as always. Let us know if you're drinking anything. I think that's what the trend is right now. And hey, Katie Smith. Awesome to have you back, as always.
Good to see you, Katie.
It was fun chatting with you last night, too.
Yeah.
And Eric said he did Taco Tuesday for Cinco de Mayo, which is funny you say that because we did not get our act together until Taco Thursday tonight.
Yeah. On Tuesday, I was about to grill some burgers, and I suddenly realized it was the 5th, and I call up to Eliz. I'm like, oh my God. It's Happy Cinco de Mayo!
And then, of course, there were no tortillas anywhere to be found at any stores.
Well, the next day on the 6th, I went out and I was trying to find tortillas, specifically some low-carb tortillas from Mission. But that's beside the point because I went to 2 Jewel Oscos here in Chicago, which is like a grocery store.
Safeway or Albertsons or
it's like a
Kroger.
supermarket.
Yeah.
So I went to 2 of them, and both of them were like cleaned out of tortillas for the most part. One had like hard shell tortillas, and that was it. And I'm not a hard shell tortilla kind of guy. So I ended up going to Target, and they actually had what I was looking
I'm also
for.
not a hard shell tortilla kind of girl, so we make a good pair. I always find them so much messier, but
They are.
Maybe this is going to be like the pineapple pizza debate of yesteryear, and maybe people are going to start defending hard shell tacos on this.
But what I will say, and what's very tasty, is if you take a regular tortilla and you stick some tortilla chips in there, you can almost have it be like one of those double-decker Taco Bell tacos, and that's delicious.
Totally. All right.
You heard it here first.
So, Travel Best Destinations, welcome back. Thanks again for joining. This is really fun to be connecting with you. And Gallivanting Gals, I love that you guys are here too.
Are we doing keg stands yet? No, we are not.
Not yet.
Not yet. We don't have a keg to stand on.
Yeah, we didn't buy a keg for this one. Missed opportunity. And
this goes much longer, though. Yes.
We're going into like September at some point. Maybe we do a keg stand.
I'll buy and install a kegerator. It's gonna be great.
I guess we are talking about summer travel on this chat. So we're hoping summer travel happens. But if it doesn't, perhaps we should hold ourselves to a keg stand conversation.
Mark, that's funny. So
Hey,
no
Mark
drinking
Finley.
for us tonight, but we're going to tear into a cheesecake April and I made a couple days ago. Have fun, sir. Good on you.
That sounds really, really good. Derek loves
cheesecake. I love cheesecake.
I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, so I tend to avoid cheesecake. But it's definitely to his chagrin. He loves
my
it.
fave. What I will say though is, and what I love about this is, so real talk here, guys. Over quarantine, I have not lost weight. Let's just say that. And so I am going to be trying to eat a little bit better. But when I say
how do you
better,
know though? Because I thought that you said that you didn't even weigh yourself.
Nah, I did. It's not good.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But whatever. No, so the thing that I like to do, I go low carb when I'm trying to lose weight and stuff like that. And so I do the keto diet, and there is a keto cheesecake recipe that is delicious. And highly recommend it if you like cheesecake.
If anybody wants that recipe, just DM Derek on Instagram. He'll send it to you.
I will send you that.
All right. Buenas tardes, Alex Capico. It's
Hola,
kind of buenas
mi
noches
amigo.
over here in Central Time, but definitely welcome back.
¿Cómo estás?
And yeah, that's just them saying hi to each other.
So Alex says, Eliz, I like your t-shirt. Where can I buy some Means to Travel merch?
It's proprietary right now.
We've
but
got
thank
mugs.
you for asking.
We have mugs. We've got shirts. We've got hats.
Yeah, I mean, if there's enough interest, I certainly can get some stuff printed to order. But I've bought this shirt and like several others for our family members. I don't know, like a year ago, and I just haven't worn them yet on these live streams because I didn't know if I wanted to, but tonight I was just feeling it. So
Yeah.
I've got the black V-necks. We've got some white T-shirts for both Derek and me. We have mugs. We had hats that really did not turn out well. I would definitely need to find a different vendor for that.
Like a new hat guy.
We need a new hat guy if anyone knows
Anybody
one.
knows a good hat guy? Let us know.
Yeah.
We might actually have to hit up the Walters and see about their t-shirt guy though, because
Yeah, and that guy I think's still in Illinois.
he's
so.
more local than like if we use like Vistaprint.
Yeah, yeah. So
There we go.
that would be
Support
pretty.
the small guy.
Yeah, that'd be
That's what
pretty
I
cool.
want to do.
And yeah.
So Mark is saying put a soft shell tortilla under you while you eat your taco. Then when your taco falls apart, all the stuff falls into the tortilla and boom, extra taco.
My mind is blown. I
He's
mean,
a smart man.
That's
You can tell he's from Texas.
Yeah, I was like, that's a Texas thing for sure. We should have learned that growing up, but we didn't.
Yeah, no, that's funny. Travel with Angie Pangie. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. It was so fun
How are
connecting
you?
with you yesterday, and it's really great to have you on our first live chat together. So this is awesome.
So Travel with Angie Pangie says, I just enjoyed a glass of Pinot, but it was all I have in the house.
Well, Pinot Noir is pretty universally very delicious, so I think...
I like Pinot Noir, unless she means Pinot Grigio. I'm less of a fan of Pinot Grigio, but it's still fine.
It's good if you pair it with the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say is, did you only have one glass of Pinot, in which case that means that you're all out of wine, and that would be sad, and I'm sorry.
And thank you, Angie Pangie, which I am going to call you until I know for sure what your what your name is, for telling everyone to press a thumbs up. That's really sweet of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely like all of those things, like thumbs up, subscribe, like they always are, they really matter for just keeping a channel going during these quarantine times. So thanks to everybody for that support.
Yeah.
Katie Smith said she made a tres leches cake this weekend, and it was I'm just looking at the...
I think that means
like
delicious.
Drool. There's like a
Drool-worthy, delicious tres leches cake.
Love that.
Tres leches is very good. Highly recommend
And
it.
that's a pretty good one for like pre Cinco de Mayo prep as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Always good. Thomas Reiser. Sure, I have gained.
Yeah.
I think he's with me.
I've gained probably a pound or two myself, but
I wish that's all I'd gained. I'm a little bit taller though.
Right.
Some of it's muscle. No.
He's been good about like going for walks and stuff this week.
I'm too young though for like I went for a walk to be like the exercise of the day. Like I'm not that old yet where it's like, oh, he goes for his walks. It's so good.
He's going for his walks.
He's moving. He's still alive. Yeah, but yeah, no, that's beside the point. So, Darian, I think I've gained a ton being on quarantine, LOL. I'm starting to look like a cheesecake. Well, we all love cheesecake here, Darian, so you're in great company. It's awesome. If anybody else is doing the low-carb thing, let me know. I've got a lot of great recipes over the years that I've found.
We're all pretty active travelers here, I think. So we're all used to being, on the go. And now what do we do when we're sitting at home?
Okay. Hey, I think I might have just found the new, what this live stream is going to be about. It's going to be about diet. No, I'm just kidding.
No, please.
I'm kidding. We're not going to do that. Everybody drops off.
Derek is not invited back to these if that's the case.
All right, fine. Lori Sims. Summer, if September is considered summer, my trip to Italy is still on. So.
Oh, great.
That's fun.
I would kind of consider that. I guess
September
technically
is
it's summer. Yeah.
We used to go on our trips a lot in September, to coincide with
Labor
Day weekend. So we always, we always try to pair our travel, our personal travel, with one of those big holidays, whether it's 4th of July weekend or Memorial Day or Labor Day.
And that's helpful when especially when we
day.
both were working in offices and stuff. Right now I have a lot more flexibility kind of off on my own with content, but Derek still has a full-time job. So, we have to plan very strategically around his time off, national holidays, that sort of thing.
Yep.
So September has always been really great, especially because we officially started dating during welcome week of college. So before we got married, our anniversary was August 25th. And so we would typically take the last week of August off plus Labor Day weekend in order to kind of celebrate that and do our annual big trip to Europe or something like that.
But then I married her and I reset the clock on the whole anniversary thing.
Now it's
now it's November and it's just that's weird.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do in November?
We're falling a little bit behind. Sorry, guys.
Eric Brown says, I want to do keto, but I can't get past the first few days. And he also says, means to travel hat.
Yes.
Which, I want a really cool means to travel hat that's flat brimmed and
Yeah.
I want to look at really cool.
I can tell you guys right
my
now,
photography friends.
The means to travel hats that were printed were garbage.
Don't trust Vistaprint.
They were
I'm just kidding.
awful.
Vistaprint's fine. If they want to sponsor
Vistaprint's great for a lot of things, but that one
just wasn't
was
the
not
quality
great.
that you want, right? All right, so keto, first few days. The first few days are always the hardest going into keto because you're shutting, and I'll be very brief on this because I know a lot of people don't care, but the first little bit is kind of tough because you're switching from using carbohydrates for the majority of your fuel source to using, fats and proteins and things like that. And your body kind of doesn't understand what's going on. It, burns out a lot of water, as it's
You have
a lot of
have,
carbohydrates.
Sodium. You have to drink sodium and water.
Yeah, so a lot of carbohydrates are stored as water in the body. It's glycogen in the liver, and as you burn through all that, it's releasing a bunch of water. So your electrolytes get off balance, and it causes this thing called keto flu, and it headaches, and it's a nightmare.
And I
so
guess
what I always
keto
tell
flu
people
is usually worse for women, which is why I've never even dared to do this.
So what I always tell people who want to do keto, I say, just always make sure you're eating. Don't try to go keto and cut back on your food intake a lot. Don't try to starve yourself during it. So make sure you keep eating during that transition phase, and take potassium, magnesium, and sodium supplements because those three things are going to make the effects of it way less. So that's it. I'm not going to talk about keto anymore unless people want to talk about
Shut
it.
Down.
Let me know.
DM Derek on Instagram if you guys want to nerd out on keto talk. But he's got two really great keto cookbooks that we've opened up
actually
past week.
One of them we got when we were visiting Rachel Kubacki in Salt Lake City
from a friend of hers. Yeah.
It was very nice of her.
Yeah, very sweet of her to give that to us.
All right. Darian is saying that Mark Finley has great logic with the tacos. I agree. Yeah. It's very good.
And hey, Bonnie. She says, greetings from Canada. Just made some popcorn that goes well with wine, right? Makes you thirsty for more.
Yeah.
100% yes.
A nice buttery popcorn.
Approved.
Like a nice popcorn with a buttery Chardonnay. Like that sounds nice.
And Thomas is saying Mark's vendor from Urbana is called Campus Ink. So yeah, we'll have to look that up.
All right.
I feel like there was a Campus Ink in Bloomington, Indiana too, where we went to college. That sounds really familiar.
It's a good name for a campus.
It sure is. And then Travels with Angie Pangie says, Pinot Noir, I had it with steak. Awesome pairing.
Very nice.
Nice.
Karen Mack,
And
welcome
steak,
Karen Mack.
too. I mean, good dinner. Welcome Karen Mack.
Hey, Karen,
good to
how you
see
doing?
you.
Eric Brown, I feel old. I'm 38. Haha. I feel 70 sitting around the house. Yeah.
We all do.
Well, it's funny.
We're in our 30s as well.
Yeah, we're in our 30s, and I was like walking down the stairs the other day, and all of a sudden I had like a twinge in my ankle, and I'm like, what is happening? Where am I?
So when we were going out for our walk this morning, or was it yesterday? I don't know. We do it every day, so time is hard these days. But it was either yesterday or today, and I started getting like a little cramp in my leg. Maybe on like the second block, and I was like, "Hold on."
She's like, "God, I hope this isn't like a blood clot." I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" Like,
no, it's fine. Everything's fine. My legs are fine. We're good.
you haven't been on like a flight to Asia and have not stood up the whole time.
No.
She's gonna have to start wearing her compression socks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wear my compression socks for our walks. I just miss them. They miss me. Just kidding.
Alright, so Rachel Kubaki is saying that cheesecake is her absolute favorite and will be her wedding cake.
Yeah.
I'll attend.
I knew that
I'll
she
be there.
loved cheesecake. Yeah.
I'll have some. Sounds delicious.
I can't wait for that.
And Rachel is also still planning to go to Yellowstone in August.
Yes. I think
Very cool.
she lives in Utah and has been to a lot of the Utah national parks. If anyone wants to ask, because we went to several Utah national parks in 2019.
Yep.
She's been to a lot of them as well. So if anyone is considering those on this chat, who are on this chat for the summertime, we are happy to all share.
What I would say about Utah, though, is, as you move south in Utah and you go down to, like, Moab and stuff, it's not just the national parks. There's also some state parks that are really cool. So, like, by Moab, you have 2 national parks, which is pretty cool. You have Arches National Park as well as Canyonlands. And they're both very nice and worth going to. And then the other one is Dead Horse Point State Park or something like that.
That's over by Canyonlands.
That's by
too.
Canyonlands.
It's
They're like
beautiful.
If you're going to one, you should go to the other because they're that close to each other, and it's stunning. So
the
highly
entrance
recommend
fee
it.
at Dead Horse might like turn some people away, but it is so worth it.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth it.
Just lovely. And I just want to quickly say hi to the new folks. Hey, Megan Morris. Always fun to have you here.
Hey, Megan. How you
And
doing?
then Walter's World. Welcome.
What is up, Mark?
So hope everybody's doing well. We have a great crew tonight.
And Brenna.
Oh, Brenna's on too. I told him. Oh, hi, Brenna.
Hey,
Good to see
Brenna. Welcome. Long time no see.
Happy Friday, Junior, indeed. Yes. It's certainly getting to be Friday Junior over here in the Zacarias household.
There's days of the week now?
That's a fair point.
Color me surprised. All right, wait, but now we missed some stuff.
Yeah, here, let me scroll back up because I jumped around.
So Thomas Riza is supposed to be in Spain right now, and that's sad for you, sir. I'm sorry about that.
We wish we were in Spain right now. That would be...
Thomas, why don't you tell us where in
about,
Spain you were supposed to be? Because I'd love to know where you were going to be at and like what your plans were. Because even though you're not there now, I assume that you still want to go, and you'll pick up the trip later this year or next year whenever things open up.
Derek studied abroad in southern Spain, and he also has recently been to Madrid for work.
Yep.
But the two of us really need to go back to Spain and hit up Barcelona because I haven't been there before.
It's been quite some time since we both went there. It was 11 years ago, so too long. But I love Spain. Spain will always have a special place in my heart.
LOL to Darian saying pass the bread, please. I'm right there with you on that. And also, I'm a huge fan of pasta. I feel like I would be so sad to lose out on pasta.
Yeah, and what I will say is, like, I love bread. Like, I love bread, I love pasta, I love tortillas, I love everything carbohydrated.
He does.
But it's not the best thing for me. So I try to avoid it. Unless
he
I'm
is very
specifically off
careful.
it, like when we travel and stuff.
He is
Or
very
during
careful.
quarantine. During quarantine, I was just like, whatever, all the bread.
Yeah.
I did find at Costco, though, Costco sells a keto-friendly low-carb bread. Tried it as toast this morning. Not my favorite. It's a little dry. But I made like a toasted sandwich with it, and that was quite delightful.
Yeah. So you had toasted breakfast and then toasted sandwich at lunch.
More like a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Very tasty. But a keto grilled cheese.
And Darian then said, okay, so I think Gallivanting Gal said we had major technical issues, so you didn't miss anything, yeah. But we were tuned in, and everybody was, of course, still supporting you guys. We can't wait for next week's, and I'm glad to hear that you got it kind of figured out what had happened. But yeah, really fun to have so many great live streams to tune into all the time. Yeah. Okay, so then Eric Brown said, it's on the chat, this live stream is not easy. That's always my fear when I thought about doing it. Yeah, I ended up watching a ton of YouTube tutorials before starting doing this. Like, I literally binged them. But there's always that issue where that you could have some sort of tech glitch. You know, one time we had an issue with our mic. But it happens, and luckily we have such a supportive community in all of you that we're all in this together.
So, Riser says, you were not the only one missing flight socks.
Really?
Flight socks are nice.
Yeah, I especially like the ones, like if they give them to you for free in Delta One or something like that. It's like all cozy and everything. But the compression socks, I don't actually like them. I don't like putting them on. I feel
they
like
don't feel good.
Yeah.
You take them off and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Hurt. Where like
Especially after a long flight.
Where the compression sock like ends and everything else begins is like this line then that for like the next hour is just kind of like itchy and not great.
Yeah, when we flew to China, I was wearing compression socks, and then over that I was wearing like leggings. Oh man, that was a lot of compression. That's for sure.
So Mark thinks that cheesecake's not too shabby. That's very nice.
And then
he also
said,
makes some comment about D and E because E and D is a weird or interesting combo. Not sure what that means, but sure, Mark.
Yeah. We do, like, we have like little monogrammed stockings every Christmas, and we always put it in order D and E because otherwise it just looks like Ed.
Ed or ED, which is
I just figured out what
something dysfunction.
I just figured out, yeah.
They have pills for that.
Put
Mark.
it together. Okay, let's keep this classy, folks.
Gallivanting Gal says that they camped at Dead Horse.
Oh, sweet! I didn't even know that you could camp there. We didn't see a campground, did we?
No, they have yurts and stuff.
Oh, that's right. We did see a yurt
and I think that there's like campgrounds around that, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish we could have done that because I feel like that's the only way to really get in for like sunrise and stuff. If you wanted to go do like sunrise photography of like that point around the Colorado River, that'd be totally cool.
Yeah. Everybody's saying hi.
Walters, so Mark is saying we are looking at Grand Teton and Yellowstone as they are right by each other.
Yeah, I've looked at, so Grand Teton is like in Wyoming as well, kind of the really pretty mountainous area. I've never been, but we would love to get out there at some point. We weren't quite looking, and we can talk about our summer thoughts here in a little bit, as we kind of teased for this live stream. But we weren't looking quite at Wyoming in that area. So we'll get into what we were looking at in a bit.
Yeah. So Mark's saying, there are weeks. My oldest asked me if it was May yet. And I had to think about it for a bit before I realized it was like the 7th of May.
Yeah, and Mother's Day is on Sunday. And actually, let me just say right now, we are still planning on having our live stream on Sunday, but it's going to be probably pretty short.
Yep.
So if you guys can all join us, that would be fantastic.
But if you're going to be with the mothers in your life, that is understandable.
Yes. But we didn't want to like move it around and confuse everybody.
Yeah. So travel best destination, Snow Canyon State Park in Utah is super cool too. So Snow Canyon's actually funny because Snow Canyon is over down by
where we went?
Yeah, we went there.
Oh,
so
yeah,
Snow
it's
Canyon
beautiful.
is beautiful. It's by it's kind of
St.
close to Zion.
George
If you're
area?
going to do Zion National Park as well. In the St. George region. So we went there, and it's funny because I asked my aunt and uncle, I'm like, oh, is there like a bunch of elevation with like snow? And they're like, no, there's like no snow. And it's because the people who actually founded like the canyon, their last name was Snow. So the more you know. There's no snow.
Look at him with his fun facts.
It's like petrified dunes and stuff, and like lava tubes.
Second place
cool.
at TripHacks DC right here.
Coming for you, Sherman.
Trivia master. Anyway, so sorry, I think I scrolled a little too far, didn't I? Yeah, so Snow Canyon's great. So is Derek going to drink as much as Mark did last night and bust out some Spanish?
Espero que sí.
I'm assuming that's Jocelyn typing that. Sí.
Claro.
Es
Claro que
posible.
sí. Pero mi español es muy malo.
Sí.
Entonces, no.
Mark's Spanish is slightly better.
Yes, much better.
But our Spanish sometimes improves while drinking too. We'll see.
My Spanish only improves with drinking. It can't go much worse. So Bonnie is saying, I miss travel so much. I've been putting my luggage on the treadmill and practicing picking it up. That's exercise, right? That's hilarious.
I saw a meme of
That's
somebody
so
doing that, and I
funny.
secretly hoped that was you in it.
That's so good.
But yeah, that's really, really funny.
Now, since you're the only one there, were you still crowding the carousel? Like waiting for it?
Yeah.
Alright, so what else we got? J&N
hold on.
Travels, welcome.
Oh yeah, welcome. Really good to have you here.
We are doing great tonight.
And Thomas is saying, because you asked him where he was supposed to be in Spain, so he said, I'm a modern train enthusiast, and I had a whole tour of Europe planned. Ugh. We really are, our hearts go out to you. That's,
We only have
really
one
tough.
heart. We share it. She stole it a long time ago from me.
Yeah, that's a weird rumor to start.
You stole my heart.
But that's just so unfortunate that, we're all stuck at home. You can't be on your Europe trip. But I mean, I guess there's trains in Illinois. You've probably scoped them all out already.
So, gallivanting gals. Speaking of Spain, at Derek, the wine thing I was thinking about last night is called a porron. So, I know that that's a thing, and I was just joking with you last night on Mark's live feed. Because just the idea
It was like
of you...
they're talking about a pitcher.
Yeah, it's like
right?
a pitcher that you like pour it directly into your mouth, like the wine. And
it has like a spout?
It has like a long spout.
No way! I haven't seen that.
I've never done it, but
We should
I've
have
seen it.
registered one for our wedding.
Yeah, that would get a lot of use. White wine only, guys. Don't want to mess up the floor. No, so that's fun because I was just picturing you guys like going and like ordering a carafe of wine and then just like
Amazing. Especially, I think we were talking about sangria with them too.
Oh, I love
that would've
sangria.
been delicious.
Sangria is so good. Big fan. But hey, Thomas, you can still order Spanish food. Maybe get it delivered. I don't know.
Tapas. Maybe there's tapas down in
Maybe there's a
Champaign,
paella place.
Urbana. Yeah.
Paella place that
Paella
can
is
deliver.
delicious.
Now I miss paella. Okay.
Charles
So
with Angie Pangie says,
Angie Pangie.
I lived in Farmington and worked in Ogden, Utah. Beautiful country.
Nice.
Absolutely. You chose some really great spots within Utah as well.
Mark, yeah, I'm trying to go off the quarantine diet. I failed today, though. Pizza Hut meat lovers. We got all fancy tonight. Nice.
Bravo.
Well done, sir.
We actually ordered pizza a week ago.
We talked about it on our live stream.
Yeah. But then we
I blame Brenna Pasmore.
On Cinco de Mayo, yes. Yeah,
Joke.
Brenna Pasmore is to blame for our
Blame
pizza
her.
order. But we ended up making a low-carb tortilla pizza on Cinco de Mayo. Or no, wait, we weren't.
No,
it was the day before. Yeah, it was after we'd already acquired tortillas.
We needed
finally.
tortillas for that. So if anybody's looking for a quick and easy pizza recipe, if you have sauce, I can get into how to make the sauce. Making sauce is actually really, really easy. But instead of making dough, just take a tortilla, put some oil on it, bake it for like 10 minutes at 350. It'll be kind of crisp. Put your toppings on, put it in for another like 10 minutes, and you got your own little like thin crust pizza. Delicious. And like I said, Mission makes a low carb tortilla. Use that, and you've got like a low carb pizza. It's actually really tasty.
Alex Capico, sorry if we already missed you, but have a great night. I'm sure work is swamped for you.
See you, bud.
So thanks for joining.
Look forward to making it out to LA one day
so
soon.
Alex Capico's in LA, and he has a pretty cool job. But I don't like to announce people's jobs.
No,
on this if they don't say it out loud. So Derek, where's your means to travel shirt?
I have no idea.
He's been rocking the quarter zips on all of these live streams lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed his little uniform lately. It's been great. We need to make him a means to travel.
A quarter zip, yeah. Make me a quarter zip. I just like Tommy Bahama. I'm trying to find the logo. There's no logo.
That one has a logo.
I don't know. Tommy Bahama makes a mean quarter zip, and that's all I know.
He always gets them for Christmas from family and stuff. He really loves those. And a lot of them are reversible, so it's good for travel.
I don't think I've ever reversed them, though.
Oof. Maybe next week.
Maybe.
Gonna get crazy on these live streams.
Well, I have the red in case I spill. Makes it.
That's true.
It's better.
It's a good thing you're not wearing a white one. All right. So, oh, did we miss? I think. Oh yeah, JNN. Oh no, we said hi to them. Sorry about that. And then Mark Walters is saying there are a ton of live streams, which is really fun. I have gotten to know a lot of YouTubers over this quarantine festival, and we have as well. I would have to agree with you.
Yeah.
I've certainly been able to connect with and make a lot of new friends through YouTube, whether it's people that have channels or just a lot of you guys too who don't really make videos yourselves. So it's been a blessing in disguise to be able to really create friendships throughout this quarantine, and I feel like we're kind of all in this big travel camaraderie. At least the people that I've connected with, a lot of them are in the travel space.
Yeah, well, the other thing is that a lot of times, Eliz, you'll create content and not really knowing who's going to actually be the person that ultimately consumes the information.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to meet people who are theoretically the audience. So that's kind of cool, and you're all great people, and so we love connecting with you.
Yeah, absolutely. We look forward to these live streams all the time.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys love connecting with us too, because we love to have it.
So Mark is saying, fancy flight socks. My feet always rip them, but I always fly with compression socks, so it makes a difference for me at least. Yeah, so compression socks are great, and what I'll do actually is, if you're flying business class or whatever, they give you an amenity kit on long haul flights that come with socks in them, and I'll put those on over my compression socks just to have something that'll keep my feet from getting kind of gross on the floor. The compression socks a little cleaner. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, because you take your shoes off. I don't take my shoes off.
Well, on an international flight, when you have your own cabin basically kind of thing, why keep your when you're on a place for 7 hours, keeping your shoes on is kind of gross, I think.
I have these shoes that I always travel with that have little zippers on the side, so that way I can just slip my feet in and out of them the whole flight.
Yep, so Mark is saying that tonight is the sleepover in the basement night, and they are doing Star Wars.
Ooh, fun.
That'll be fun.
It's kind
have
of
a good
Star
time.
Wars week, isn't it?
Yeah, May the 4th be with you.
I don't know if you've already watched any Star Wars this week, but we have not.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go binge The Mandalorian when this is done. I'm not sleeping tonight.
It's better than when you binge Gossip Girl.
We don't need to talk about that.
You talked about it on the Walters World live stream. You admitted it. And I think Megan Morris respects you more now.
All right, what I will say is I had never really watched Gossip Girl. She watched it.
Oh, well, I read the books,
And
too.
she read the books.
Yeah.
And
As a teenager.
So it was on Netflix, and I hit play. And I thought it was funny because, like, they had, like, those scenes where everybody's, like, texting, and they have, like, or taking pictures, and it's, like, on a flip phone, and so they're taking, like, maybe a 6 megapixel, like, not 6 pixel photo, basically, and, like, oh my god, look who I saw, and it's, like, Tetris. No, I'm kidding. But
Like a Motorola Razr.
The nostalgia really got to me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I remember when, like, having a full keyboard on a phone was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And then Mark says he has to take down the Christmas tree by Sunday. You know, the Mother's Day gift for Jocelyn. We are aware, and so epic that you guys do that for Mother's Day every year. I applaud you for actually sticking out. Let me just try this one thing. So, Streamhouse says excellent connection. I don't know if that means we're back. If you're still on this, please let us know if this is working. And so sorry, everybody. So it says excellent connection now, and that we are streaming.
No. Nope.
Ooh, that's really annoying.
Nope. Just restream.
Yeah, but I can't that's what I just did, is I
Did you stop?
reconnected. I can't, otherwise, I mean, it's not gonna, like...
You might be able to get to do it if you want to keep people on. If we don't do it soon, then we're going to lose everybody, so.
Okay. Just text everybody that I'm gonna create a new live stream.